What up, YouTube family? Um, Thank you for joining me. I had to start over because I didn't press the button. So it's probably good you didn't hear all that anyway. I don't know. So, welcome to Black Culture is Lit TV. This is where we celebrate Black excellence, we keep it real, and we challenge the narratives. I am Bella, and today we're going to spotlight Shedeur Sanders. Everybody loves Shedeur except Cleveland media. Even though he's been impressive, showing up in Cleveland and addressing the media chatter, hmm, folks still want to seem to, how can I put this nicely? Talk to us like we dumb. So, even though Shedeur Sanders is making waves at Cleveland Brown OTAs, despite being a fifth round pick like like to put in our face every day, he's still showcasing skills that demand attention. In a recent 11 on 11 drill, he delivered a precise touchdown pass to Caden Davis, demonstrating his readiness for the NFL stage. Observers note that Sanders is not just participating but excelling, with reports highlighting his accuracy and decision making. Now, y'all, does that sound like something that we are hearing from Cleveland media? No, we're not hearing that from the Cleveland media. All we hear is that he's the fifth round draft pick, fifth round draft pick, fifth round draft pick, fifth round draft pick. Over and over and over and over again. So, despite his on field success from his prior job with the Colorado University, because obviously you haven't seen his tape, his film, some Cleveland media outlets continue to question Shedeur's capabilities. And yeah, okay, you're using the fifth round draft pick to justify it. But here's the thing, Cleveland media. It's like you're anonymous. So we're going to treat you like you're the anonymous NFL assistant coach who won't put his name on anything. But let's be real, these narratives often stem from bias and lack of understanding. So what I'm suggesting we do from here on out is, instead of listening to uninformed pundits, let's focus on more credible voices. Right, Shedeur fans? Let's focus on credible voices. People like Andrew Siciliano. He's an NFL host. He's been expressed being beyond impressed after spending time with Shedeur. He highlights his introspective nature and broader perspective on life. He's a good one. What about his dad? I know, Deion Sanders. He's a Hall of Famer, and he's a father. His father, and he knows elite talent when he sees it. What about Trent Dilfer? He's a Super Bowl quarterback. He's publicly praised Shedeur mechanics and leadership. And there's other NFL scouts and former GMs who said he's one of the most NFL ready quarterbacks they've seen. So why are we listening to Cleveland media who's never played? That's who we're listening to? People who've never played the game? We're not listening to the talking head class whose only talent is talking loud and saying nothing. We will not allow you to take the fun out of football, and you will not twist the story on this young man anymore. Not on our watch. So you can get mad. You can say these little comments on your podcast about the fake analysis of the game, of his game, calling his fans a cult and and Sanders Nation and all that bullshit. We don't care. So let's be clear. Shedeur Sanders was always him, always has been. Whether it was at Jackson State, Colorado, he has been built for the spotlight. Every Shedeur fan knew he would step into Cleveland and ball out. So why should we even be trying to convince Cleveland? We are not the confused ones. They are. He's making NFL level throws, showing leadership, poise, maturity. You can't teach that. You can't teach anticipation. You can't teach that. He already walked into that Browns facility, already had a schedule. He had a problem with that. Already studying film. You got a problem with that. Already proven why he's a future starter. You got a problem with that. So while the Cleveland media was still talking like he's just a name with hype, nah, he's work. And we don't appreciate that. So here's what I really need to address. Cleveland media, y'all got to do better. All these politically correct cookie cutter, let's wait and see answers. We see through all that. You're mad because you can't define this young man. You can't mold him into your narrative. Your power is gone. We took it from you. Y'all try to tell us who Shedeur is like we haven't been watching him for years. Like we didn't see him lead back-to-back programs, throwing dimes under pressure, playing with more heart than half the league already. So stop it. Just stop. Look, Cleveland media, you're not football players. You're not coaches. You're not quarterbacks. So excuse us if we are not interested in your little takes. Okay? And don't think I forgot about you so-called black podcasts either. Yeah, I said it. Some of y'all want to pander to Shedeur fans when it's convenient. Then, when you get on other platforms or with other guests, you start switching up. But nah, we peeped you. You can't claim you're down with Shedeur and then go play nice with folks who discredit him. That ain't love. That's performative. And we don't rock with that energy. You either stand on business or step aside. And that's how we know you're not real Shedeur fans. Because his fans, we locked in. We don't need y'all to validate Shedeur. We don't need y'all to tell us how to feel about him. We already know he's special. And when you try to jump on the wave just for engagement or algorithms, we see it and we ain't impressed. So let's be real. Shedeur brings joy and excitement and pride back to the game. We are not going to let Cleveland media or anyone else suck the fun out of football. Football supposed to be about heart, passion, and swagger. And Shedeur got all of that in abundance. So, shout out to the real ones in Cleveland. I always forget your name, but I'll put a link in my bio. Shout out to you, Cleveland Media, Cleveland Brown Talk, I believe. And then we have CFB Things. And then we have Life and Football. Those are the three I'm going to rock with when we're talking about Shedeur. Everybody else is just talking, y'all. So I'm going to put those links in my bio, and I hope that you give them, like their page, and join us when they go live and things like that. We're here to support the real Shedeur fans. We have to weed out these algorithm chasers. So, Shout out, like I said, to the real ones in Cleveland who see the vision, who's not scared to admit this young king is the future, who's not falling for lazy narratives and manufactured doubt. We see you. And to the rest of y'all, stay mad. Stay one foot in, one foot out. You're black over here, but you're a bullshit black person over here. We see you. We watching. We watching everything. Okay? So you so-called black podcast, Cleveland black podcast, throwing shots, always talking about Shedeur fans, trying to be slick with it though. We see you. We see your little shots you take. You know the one. They hop on the mic. We rock with Shedeur. All this. We love Prime and his sons energy. But then they get on the show with certain white hosts or certain mainstream audiences and they switch up. They throw shade, slick comments, blackhanded compliments, or go silent when Shedeur get disrespected. That's pandering. So let's keep it a buck. If you really feel the culture, you stand 10 toes down, no matter who's in the room. Don't rep Shedeur just when it's easy or popular. This ain't a trend. This is family. This is legacy. This is us. And I'm going to say this one more time because I know the Shedeur fans is going to appreciate this. We don't care what y'all think. We don't care about your little hot takes from your desk jockeys. We're only listening to qualified football voices, the real ones from here on out. And that goes to every Shedeur fan it is. Okay? I have weeded out a lot of these people. You can click on my link, follow who I follow, where I get my information. We have to do this, y'all. We got to weed these people out. If you've been following Shedeur and Coach Prime for a long time, you already know what it is. We don't do all that fake stuff. You know that. You should know that. Don't let nobody tell you who Shedeur is. You already know. Okay? You already know. You don't need their validation. You can research it yourself. Google and get the information yourself. Stop listening to these pundits. They are not players. They've never put on pads. They've never read a defense in their life. But they want to tell us Shedeur can't play? Y'all, come on. We don't need their validation. We already saw Shedeur's grind. We saw how he handled pressure. We saw how he handled Colorado, Jackson State, and all the noise with calmness. The most grown men don't even have. So we can tell them to stop lying on Shedeur, but you know how these folks are. They just want the clicks. They just want to rile us up, y'all. But if we stop listening to them and stop responding, what do they have? Let's give our energy to the real ones in Cleveland, black, brown, and anyone else. If I see the truth and I like them, I'm going to let you know that I see y'all. Y'all doing good. But this is what it is, y'all. This is where we are in this chapter. Okay? So at the end of the day, Shedeur ain't playing for y'all approval. Okay? He already won in life. Now he's winning on the field. So if you don't know the game, sit this one out. And for the Shedeur fans, the CU aunties, the Prime family supporters, the real ones, we're locked in. We ride for hours, period. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. This is Black Culture is Lit TV, and we don't just talk. We stand on it. Peace.